Well, good afternoon, YouTube. So this bridge right here was rebuilt in 2016 up on Stevens Canyon Road. Less than a mile up the road is the gate at the end of the pavement. On Google Maps, this area right here is marked as Laurel Park. It has a point of interest or whatever they call those things. The place mark for Google Maps is over there, but the creek is over here. Apparently, back in the 1960s, this creek right here was partially dammed up to make a swimming hole, and there was a deck and some sort of a slide. I don't know if it was a water slide down in this area. I don't know if this big rock right here was part of that dam. And then right over here is a big slab of concrete. That may have been part of the deck. So yeah, this is apparently the area where that was. So I'm not sure if this was like a commercial setup or if it was just some sort of community-built water park recreation area. So all I can find information-wise, there was one review on Google Maps that said this person used to come up here with their family in the 60s. They'd load up their station wagon and come up here and play in the water all day. But I imagine there's been a couple of big floods through here. I know 83 there was a really big flood event, and then since then there's probably been a few more, washed out everything. And then with the bridge right here, creek goes under the bridge and then comes out on the other side. They've done some habitat restoration, so they have that area over there closed, and I think they did a fair bit of work in here cleaning out the creek channel and sort of redirecting it under the new bridge abutments. So most of this Laurel Park stuff probably has disappeared over the years. That would be, what, 60 years ago. But yeah, there's a slab of concrete, and maybe this was part of the dam here. There's kind of a flat area, but it looks like it would probably be a good place. You could have it dammed up here because the channel is pretty deep up here, and then it kind of opens up in this area. So this is apparently Laurel Park. So if anyone has any information about that, if you've ever been up here as a kid or know anything about it, I tried searching, but unfortunately Laurel Park is a pretty popular name, and there's Laurel Parks all over the place, and I cannot find anything specific about this area. Now let's go up the road a ways here, because there's some more stuff you can see right along the road there where it goes around the corner. That's an old stone wall. So let's go up there and take a look at that. Yeah, so here we are up the road a ways, and here's some remnants of an old rock wall. There's a big corner right there, and like down here, this looks like it must have been an entrance. Here's some more. These look like old foundations in here, and there's like a rock wall along there, foundations here, and they kind of go up there. This must have been an old building at some point. Rocks set with mortar here. There's a pretty large flat area in here, probably a little homestead at some point. This rock wall continues up the road, oh, probably a good 100 feet or so, and there's little foundations. There's another one up here. So that tree was probably here when this was built, and then you can see all these smaller trees have grown up pretty intact. There you can see some more of the walls. There's some sort of a round, I don't know if that was like a fireplace or something like that. More walls up there. So this is just up the road from that Laurel Park. Probably an old homestead. Yeah, it looks like a pretty big bench here. You know, they might have had an orchard or some sort of farm area in here. And the creek is just right against the wall of the canyon there. Don't know what this is at all, but more interesting stuff. So if I find anything on some of the old topo maps, I'll try to cut in a shot of at least the area and see if I can identify the building that shows up on the map. Because I've got an 1897 map, and then I think there's some from the 1940s. I imagine this is from the late 1800s, most likely. So yeah, if anyone has any information, knows anything about this, go ahead and post up in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.